Good afternoon, Total Warriors, and welcome to Couch Commanders, Thrones of Britannia with devs, I think is what I called the stream in the end. I should really remember that before I press live. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are here today with two very special guests. We're going to be playing some Thrones of Britannia, so be sure to give them a warm welcome. Our first guest here is Jack Lusted.
Hello.
Who we couldn't fit the entire Thrones of Britannia name on his lower third, but Thrones of Britannia game director.
Yep.
So what is a game director?
So, at least internally at CA, the game director is the big cheese on a project. They're the person who's ultimately responsible for an entire game when it goes out. And at the time, that was only someone who was someone who's responsible for both making sure they're working with production to make sure it's going out on time, overseeing creative vision, coordinating with the bosses above and with Sega for stuff. So it's the tip of the spear on the project, as it were.
Both the middleman and the top man. Fantastic. I see as well in the chat we've had a few references to Burt Black, who I was chatting with earlier. He's doing a big subathon. Do you know what a subathon is?
Where you try and get a lot of subscriptions in a short period of time.
Yeah, maybe it is in the title. He's doing a subathon. Warhammer 3 graciously part of that as voted by or unlocked by the audience. So we dropped in on him and gave him some Warhammer 3 codes to distribute. But we're not playing Warhammer 3 today. We are playing Thrones of Britannia. So how about we throw into the game? Some people may remember. I hope that if you were there, you would remember because it was yesterday. Yesterday, me and Steve did something called a history hangout, which was like a really thinly veiled way of me saying, "What if I did all of the gameplay that I have to do to get streams ready live? What if I just did that work live?" It seemed to go pretty well. People seemed to enjoy it. It meant that we built up this save for you to experience with the anarchy that's happened. You'll notice we have a single man down here. He's called Run, and he has been absolutely sprinting across England. We've won some battles, we've lost some wars, but mostly I think we've bruised people more than we've been bruised. Of course, Thrones a game exceptionally close to your heart, and I feel great playing it live in front of you, and you getting to watch me go, where did I put that person? And building absolutely the wrong thing for every single settlement.
Well, one of the things you will have in Thrones is that we made it a lot more restricted what you could build in settlements. So it wasn't like we pre-selected it so that, okay, you've got this kind of minor settlement stuff. So we'll give you main settlement buildings that relate to that. And if you don't have the relevant resource, it doesn't do it.
Yeah,
so it should mean at least that there's just choices, not ways to mess up.
Choices, not right. Some of the choices are better than others. I'm just going to slowly swing this that way so I can see the screen. But yes, thank you so much for joining us. And for those of you who haven't seen, this is part of our series of going back through the catalogue of all of our games. This is technically in the medieval period of our celebrations, which technically ended last week. But before we jumped into the Empire ones, I wanted to make sure that Thrones got its time to shine. So that's why we're here today. So we'll play an hour of this. I've got some questions. If anyone in the chat has questions, what kind of areas should they be asking you about?
Anything.
Anything Thrones related.
I did a lot of stuff on Thrones.
I mean, we were before the stream just talking about some of the names of places. This is locked in my head as Scrubblesburg now, so it's stuck as. And it doesn't matter what the words say.
Yeah, we don't even know what this is.
If I take somewhere, can I rename it?
I don't think we had that. Go to the province details thing. Yes, you can rename it.
Okay, so if I took it, I could rename it to Scrubblesburg,
and
then
you own it.
Then you would. Oh, I do own it. Well, then this is far easier than expected.
No,
I don't own it.
Yeah, no, you do. So if you.
I see.
Yeah, go there.
That's my garrison details.
Sorry, wrong one. Scrubblesburg.
Oh, there we go.
You can add that L you've been wanting for ages. There you go. Scrubblesburg.
There we go. And that is the level of detail that we'll be putting into this stream. Someone in the chat asked us, I think from yesterday as well, asking why you went to Thrones right after Age of Charlemagne.
So it felt like the nice natural progression from a time period. In that Age of Charlemagne starts 760s. It captures like a bit of the Viking era towards the end, but not really. And the Viking era is a great era for lots of interesting history and events going on. I mean, generally history is full of interesting stuff.
Yeah.
But this one, like, especially close to home with the impact on the Britain and Ireland, and it felt like a great thing to go. Let's keep going. Let's go on to the next era, and let's give it a big stage of its own. So make it its own game.
Well, then that leads us into actually some of the questions that. So we had a question yesterday that we've carried over to today, because they asked me, and I didn't make the game, so it's a lot harder for me to answer.
Ooh.
That's good for me.
This will be the Cornish will have rebelled.
Ah.
I think. Oh no, it's I forget. Gluisig starts as a vassal. They become free.
Nice. That would make them easier for me to destroy.
Yes, especially if they're also now at war.
Yes.
West Saxa.
Our goal here is to unite Wales. Do we think this army's leaving, or are they going from? If they take Scrobblesburg after I've just renamed it, that is honestly heartbreaking. Would you engage them, or would you continue our pillaging down south?
I mean, they've got so few regions now. Lanidlow's probably not the one to pillage because it's a church. It's not going to give them any food or anything.
Yeah, surely they're going home. Like, they are far from any of their settlements at this point.
Yeah.
Do you think they're leaving?
They're probably not in a great state, are they? They've got yellow symbols. They're weakened.
Yeah.
They could be. You could.
I mean, I could definitely fight them. It's whether it's a waste of time to go and fight them, whereas I could make it here and knock them out of Wales entirely. But if they take Scrobblesburg, that will break my heart. So this is a real.
Can you select them? Can we see their movement distance? They could take it. So
yeah.
I mean, like, because if you go there, you can't then get back.
No, it's going to take a
time.
while.
So
to get
I'd go for them.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't go to.
You go
them.
this
I'd
way?
Go, yeah. So then you're closer to them. You're still replenishing.
And they can't make it here, so that's fine.
You can stop them, and you're going to keep replenishing your forces.
Yeah, these guys will go. So yes, one question I had was chat asked to me, and I said I carry forward. Was making Thrones easier or more fun because it's more about the Great British Isles than, let's say, Europe, like the whole of Europe, like in medieval?
Interesting one. I mean, there's always going to be a bit of personal bias.
Yeah.
You know, it's where we're from. I'm from. You know, Creative Assembly is an international team.
Yeah.
People from across Europe and the world. So the chance to dive deep into a bit of British and Irish history is always tempting.
Yeah.
But I say it's not easier because, well, okay, it's easier in one way in that all the books on the era are generally written in English, but there's still challenges. Like, we worked closely with historian Dr. Neil McGuigan from the University of St Andrews, because whilst there are a lot of great primary sources from the era, you've got the Anglo-Saxon Chronicles, you've got the Annals Cambriae from Wales, you've got various annals in Ireland. North of Northumbria and up, there's very little from this period. What you get reported is what's reported in the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, which is originally from Wessex. So that's from the south, which is what they hear. And then it's thought that there was an annal in Scotland, but that it was kept at a monastery that got raided and then they got moved to Ireland and became part of the Irish annals. So you basically hear nothing from Scotland. So we worked with him closely to dive into the northern history of Britain. And that's always one of the things I love whenever we're doing a project, like whether it be this or looking back to previous games like Rome 2, the opportunity to just learn about an era.
Yeah.
Yes, easier because it's in English, but part of the fun is having the dives and getting the information to help inform what you do with the game. As I said, personal bias. It's a fascinating period of history in our own country.
I think there's the closest it's come to something this zoomed in would be sack Scrobblesburg.
But I noticed they lost some units.
They did.
Even weaker. So
how dare that? Now here comes the vengeance
for
Scrobblesburg.
They're like, oh no. Oh no.
I can probably auto-resolve that.
Yeah.
Do you have a favourite battle stance?
With this kind of thing, I go defensive.
Okay.
Just because you've got a few units that are just a little low.
Yep. How does that tweak the... What's the... Oh, no. That's fine. I was gonna replace him with Longbowman anyway. How does that affect...
You lost.
Oh,
no.
I didn't realise I lost. And also I have no supplies. Oh, this has just changed the entire momentum of the
dear.
stream. If they choose to follow me down here, I'm in real trouble.
I just assumed you'd won. Damn.
I'd assumed I'd won.
You can't recruit, can you?
No, I can't get to Scrobblesburg, and Scrobblesburg's also aflame. This
Need some more units. Need an
we
army.
do. Do you know what though? A couple of turns of having some extra food might help
good.
replenish those supplies quickly.
Yeah. I won't have a garrison to help you, but
Yeah, I mean, they're more. I can still beat that army.
yeah,
This is
just
the
fight
lesson
it
learned.
manually.
Of we fight every battle on this
You
stream.
can upgrade some of your archers as well.
I was tempted to get Hunter Society, but that +1 unit food upkeep.
It's tough. I
Yeah.
would go for one of the other ones.
Maybe we start working down.
Go for the cavalry.
Yeah.
Welsh have great cavalry.
I want an army filled with longbowmen. That's my dream.
Sure. I mean, that's a tough one.
Not entirely longbowmen, but enough because I've got the range increase,
Nice.
and I want my enemies to not even know what's happening and they're dead. Oh, someone's saying our Twitch category has changed. I'm just going to shuffle that live on Twitch to make sure that we are not streaming in Medieval 1. Unfortunately, as we just go through, I've got to use the tiniest little monitor for this. This is going to be a real challenge.
Yeah, you're having fun watching him
attrition as
manage.
well.
Of like, he's got like a fifth of his monitor devoted to the box to change this in Twitch.
No,
He also needs to have
I've got to free it.
looking at how the stream's going. He's
Yep.
got a live chat thing. It's great.
It's entertainment for everyone to have to watch. Annoyingly, we did set it up that way, but the software we use repushes whatever the last stream was.
There we go.
Okay.
Nice steelbook cover.
Thank you for letting us know. We're back. We're back in Thrones. We've transitioned an entire medieval period.
Early Middle Ages rather than middle.
Right, let's see. Oh, Swift Steeds, I don't really care about. Here's what I've been waiting for: some legendary battles. This is what it's all about. It's the
Capture
Welsh,
following
right?
Settlement. Yes.
Oh,
What's that?
I don't think we're getting.
Worcester,
there's
that's a while away. Yeah,
there's no
so
way we're going up
the it's about I think it might even be from this century.
there. Oh yeah.
The Historia Britannium, which is sort of the first document to really go into like the myth of Arthur. Like before this, he doesn't really appear in the
Yeah.
mythology. Well, he's considered historical at this point, but you know, but it's there where you get like the 12 battles of Arthur, which is what inspired this. It's all good.
I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna go round, and I want this farm.
Yeah.
This is why my food dropped
here.
dramatically. Oxenforder. Is that just
Oxford.
Oxford?
Yeah.
Oxford was a significant part of our economy, despite being just a random farm on the other side of the map. We're re-recruiting back up here. We'll be okay.
Sweet.
We probably need a little bit more of a front line.
Yeah, you do.
Axemen versus swords and spears.
I always end up a balance in my armies. I'm quite a balanced player. I'm sure there's a meta that the game
Yeah.
ended up with, but I'm always like I have a nice core of spears with defensiveness, with some swords for balance, and then axes for the most offensive.
So is that in the rock paper scissors? Is that what the axes are providing?
They are
high...
the most in the melee combat. They are the most offensive.
Got ya.
Swords tend to be more balanced, and spears the most defensive. Because we have the thing in Thrones where all units are to a degree decent against cavalry, because if you're stationary, there's the charge reflect, and cavalry won't charge into infantry.
I have just done some strategic merging and shuffling there to make sure that we are as full as we can be.
I saw a good question in the chat, which I know it comes up a lot, about what was the reasoning for having no garrisons for the minor settlements. And this was a decision sort of two-part. One sort of based on like accuracy, and one around gameplay. The accuracy one is a lot of the places we're representing as minor settlements are villages. Like a garrison of like 3 units would be more people than ever lived there historically. So having the garrisons didn't feel right. And from a gameplay perspective, we know that, you know, from Attila, that a lot of the battles people fought were big full armies against tiny garrisons, which isn't, you know, you just can auto-resolve, it's not giving fun. So the idea was, if we keep the settlements, the garrisons for the major settlements, as well as having the armies, you may get more battles which are more impactful, rather than, cool, let's just go around and wipe out the things. I know that there's a popular mod for Thrones that does add in garrisons back again. And I think it's one of the things that, if we did it again, probably be a bit differently.
Okay.
I don't know if it'd be adding in garrisons to all the miners. Certainly, maybe you could do a special thing for the Saxons because they had their burgs to help protect against the Vikings. You could do that as an option maybe for the Saxons. I think a big part is the map layout itself. In that we're very accurate, but the map is very open. So there's not many way to like funnel armies into places to then go, if I'm guarding this choke point, I can do it off. Like one thing we don't represent in the map at all is Offa's Dyke. It's represented in the name. Comes out slightly funny with the historical spelling, but where it's not like a barrier. Down Offa's Dyke was never something that was probably going to be manned all year round. The huge barrier all the way down the length of between Wales and England, but it funneled stuff, and more of that. I think do more of that. Do more with ways of like making it so that if you just take one region, you can't suddenly then recruit like of units. That kind of stuff. Would have done it all. But it's only based on like it just feels odd to have big garrisons in the teeny tiny settlements.
That makes sense.
But I also get for some players it's frustrating because you have the little armies running around and taking stuff.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've just taken this little place here with a single man.
Cirencester.
Yes, and they are then going to move over here to Oxford later. How close are we to rebelling? I don't care about their rebelling. I don't really care about that attrition. No, Scrabbles book.
It's been repaired now. Oh no.
How could they have? And
that one's coming good.
This should be fine. It's getting up there.
You just need some more.
I do find that because of the food production, I really hold off upgrading my main settlements until I think it's like, okay, I can sustain this long term, an extra like -20. I will say I've quite enjoyed as a real change of pace the lack of garrisons in the minor. It does focus in the conflicts. It also means that when I'm being attacked, it feels less like all or nothing. So it's like, oh, I can sacrifice that little village. There was no point trying to defend there anyway. I'm going to fall back to my main city
and have a garrison to support.
Exactly, and then have a proper battle. But it's also nice. It feels like that kind of, can I win this? No, I'm going to run and hide behind my walls, which it feels like how I play in real life. Someone was asking as well how you research the faction specific strengths and the unit strengths, or what were they based on?
So as much as possible, we try to base it on history and what we know from the period. So what do the records of battles of the time say? People good at what was celebrated in their stories. A good example of this would be Strutklut, which is I think
we've just flown on over to them here, right?
Strutklut, where their units are the Old North. So this is based around like stories of battles won in the Old North, which often feature cavalry, so they get better cavalry. The Welsh, of course, get longbowmen because longbows. It's a historical thing, but also like their cavalry reflecting like some legacy of the old Roman period. Some places, of course, we've chosen to exaggerate it for the sake of gameplay and variety. So it's a mix, but always try to make sure there's at least some justification for it in terms of the real world and the real history, even if it is gamified a bit.
I do think Merce is about to internally collapse.
Well, I mean, their army's disbanding units every turn because they can't got the food.
And they've got a massive English rebel army about to take. Is that their last major settlement? Down here. Yeah, I like to think that actually one man managed to topple this empire. That Run has...
You've caused them real problems.
Yeah, well, he's also got the raider traits.
Nice.
So he's actually... Pillager, sorry. So he's actually been reducing their supplies, which has been quite nice. He's just going around. And also, I imagine the constant having to retake your own settlements, public order.
It is a harassment. It is a good harassment strategy.
Yes. This, honestly, he's a rank 3 general. He deserves a lot more credit for this war.
Yeah, go take it.
Yeah, I'll go here so we can, I think, still replenish a little, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll go take that. So the supply mechanic, the food mechanics, they all seem to build into a slightly slower Total War experience, like more measured, even down to construction times for buildings, right? Was that the intent as you went into it?
Yeah, definitely. So it was one of the things where at times you can often jump quite quickly to 20v20 battles in Total War. So we certainly wanted something that had a bit more of a development, especially in this era where unusually for a Total War game, your army sizes are pretty historically accurate.
Yep.
Which is just happenstance. It wasn't deliberate because we just tried to go with what's a nice controllable number and what performs well. So you get that up. It was nice to have more things to factor in, make food more important with the food upkeep, and have a supplies mechanic to also have that, change the importance of replenishment. I'm also going to forget some of the features of this game myself.
Yeah,
it's been a
we'll
while
discover
since
them
I've
together.
But yes,
That's actually partly why it's been quite nice replaying it, is remembering a lot of the things in here that, like, I think were more like Thrones specific features of things. Oh, that's fantastic. There's public order. I don't need this.
what you get to the blacksmith.
I think in the blacksmith, I don't really need money. I could go.
You've
for the
got good
granary.
income.
That is 30 food is a lot of food, and that plus 25% unit replenishment. If I had that and then here I upgrade and I build the blacksmith.
Yeah, it's a great recruitment province and nice
Yeah.
and central. Remember on Thrones that replenishment is not it is a modifier of your current replenishment rate. It's not a fixed value on top, which is true of a lot of other ones where like plus 25 will mean you're gaining 25% of the unit every turn. This is increasing your current rate by 25%. It's still good, but it's not as big an impact.
We also have our first unit of elite cavalry.
Which I will not try and pronounce.
The one thing I saw a lot in on like the Reddit threads and the discussions that I saw was a lot of people saying that Thrones really comes into its own after you've had a short campaign victory.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of that is as well. They were saying, you can do a short campaign victory without even leveling up your main city to the top level of a province, right? Like it takes the time for the sandbox and the narrative to build up there. I hate Tudwall, and I hate that he's becoming such an important part of my empire. He is insane. Is that ever going to come back to bite me? I mean, it's
probably.
I'm happy with the -1 influence because his wife is giving him +1 influence. So this is kind of his wife's shackled to this insane governor.
So it's impacting his governance. Fine.
Yeah.
Impacting his zeal. You're not using him in battle.
No. It's only his governance.
Down. Is that his loyalty or is that the public order?
His loyalty's there.
No.
Oh, in the I don't think it's affected. Yeah, and that's fine because he's also
fine.
He's fun. He's fun. But that's the one. He's inspiring. He's inspired a lot of feelings in me. I guess we should secure his loyalty. It's falling a little though. I've got the money to spare. If I lose him and he starts a civil war, I have never succeeded in securing loyalty. I swear. If I lose Tudwall and he starts a civil war up here, I am in real trouble. So
that's very true.
He stays happy.
So...
I forgot to commit his. I always go Forager for my people who are sitting at home, and I know maybe I should be going Scribe.
What does he do with Forager?
Forager's just more food. As you can tell, Jack, I am a very I have a very hungry kingdom.
Food makes sense, and you got Uderin. Who's Uderin?
I see Steve has made it into the chat as a reminder of don't fall out with brother Tudwall. We really had a time.
He's governor. Forager again then.
Forager or like. Is another 2 gonna really help? I'm thinking because this is a place that I'm actually building up. The discount on building things helped me out here. No, I want food. You're right.
Until you can start to mess around with them all when you've got
when
more
I'm green.
Wales. Yeah.
When I'm no longer on the precipice of a famine. And yeah, it's fine if he rebels. If anything, I encourage it. Oh, speaking of having some food. Oh, there we go.
For return.
Look at that.
The problem you've got is you've got to be very careful when you're recruiting units so you're not taking into account these little minor segments too much, because you are going to screw yourself over very quickly.
Jack, I completely took it into account, and I made a massive army, and I was like, wow, I can field so many troops, and then we lost it, and I was in dire straits. Right, let me have a very quick look at chat. I do have my own questions as well that I'd like to throw onto, but there was questions there about, I guess it's more how we take features from one game to the other. Mm-hmm. So talking about how Three Kingdoms took minor settlements, but didn't get the food management mechanic from Thrones.
Yeah, Three Kingdoms went with its own way with that because it also had a lot of newer systems like, I say bringing back population. It had very much its own take on population compared to previous Total Wars that had it. It did a lot more with resources generally.
Yeah.
Often used as part of faction mechanics. So it's very much about going, what features do we like and which ones do we feel fits best for this title. Like Thrones made a bunch of changes itself in terms of like agents and ambushes and things from other Total Wars. And we tried to build a experience that feels complete.
Yep. I'm gonna risk something, Jack. I actually really would like to hold Oxford, and I think they. Is there a chance?
No, I think you've annoyed them enough.
But why? I don't. What's? It's only minus 232. You see, I feel like forgiveness should be. You know.
No, you this is grudge level now.
Yeah. I want to unite Wales. Which way do you think we should start going here?
No, that's not Welsh faction. I wouldn't touch them. These are the group who've come through Mears.
Oh yeah.
So I would leave them.
Oh, they're big. Do you think there's a chance? Can I ask for it? Oh, I can ask them to be like, what are the chances of insulting?
Yeah,
everything I do is an insult.
Remember, there is no trading of regions.
Is a declaration of friendships just we're friends?
It's just less likely to attack you.
Right, but it doesn't, because this guy, he's double dealing. His words mean nothing. There's no real point in that, is there? For him, because then he'd free me up to go and take all of this without having to worry, because this is a significant part of my border he occupies.
Yeah, I would do it because you certainly want to.
Do you think he'll actually care? Any chance of? Oh.
but at least it gives you like a bit of a buffer. Go for defensive pact rather than military.
Yeah. No. What if you can go into our lands? No, it's okay.
It's hold him off. Like the thing he has is he's quite big, but he's overstretched.
Yes.
So he could easily collapse when someone else attacks him, but it's a bit too much of a threat on your border. Whereas if you go for Cecilwig and take them out, you're then more getting the Welsh lands, and it's also thinning the number of borders you've got.
Yeah.
Like
it just upsets me that an Englishman has taken my farm.
They're not English, they're Vikings.
It just annoys me that a Viking has taken my farm. Like, look at that. That's the one thing I wanted from this province was that farm. I mean, I guess I got a second farm. It's the better farm. Oh, I'm very angry here. Okay, we'll start swooping around this way.
Yes, he still has Scrobblesburg, which is renamed.
In fact, yes, Steve, you will notice it is now properly Scrobblesburg. We found the rename button. It's quite big, but he's overstretched me IRL. I see. Let me see what else we've got up here. What difficulty is this? I think I went for. Games.
You won't be able to change the difficulty mid-campaign.
Can I see there? Can I see it?
You medium.
My battle difficulty is medium.
Normal. You're normal.
No, so I twiddle them
hard?
around. I go hard campaign and normal. I was tempted to do hard political, but I feel like Wales is in a relatively difficult political situation anyway.
Yeah, because you've got the messed up family tree at the start. It's good fun with the historical situation of the the previous king of Gwynedd, Roger the Great, having united most of Wales and then dying, and the kingdom's being divided up amongst his sons.
Yeah.
You basically got to kill all your brothers to win, which is funny as hell.
Yeah, it's we'll show you the family tree. The second of those dials on the very far end, knobs. Yeah, can you whack that up to the top? Thank you. And say something.
Hello.
There we go. I just noticed mine because I sit right here. I balance it for me sitting right against it. Ooh.
Oh no, this is Cornwall.
I feel like that's true. The Welsh people can only truly be free if I'm protecting them.
I would leave them alone, because if you're next to them, you've suddenly got territory bordering Wessex. If you unite with them, you're at war with Wessex. If you conquer them, it's in another war, and you're busy in Wales.
True. Although I haven't actually declared war yet. If I annex them, what are the chances that I'm going to have war declared on me?
Oh, pretty big.
Maybe I leave them alone.
I would just go. Let's not yet.
It's
not yet.
Look, don't worry, Wales. We're coming for you. You're just last on the list.
And more people
turned up. More people for the party.
They're raiding East Anglia.
Fine.
Yeah.
What are the chances? I do think my ploy may have worked here, and that I'm going to be allowed to keep this farm.
Oh yeah, because they only got.
That
army's down to 10. That army's down to 6.
They were coming for me. These guys have knocked them away.
I would remain. Would I remain there?
Oh, I mean, I'm not going to build an army on it, but you know, maybe
For now, keep it there.
this orchard really is. We're sending all this food through enemy territory on one wagon to keep these guys fed. Right, well, I think it's time to declare war. We don't have anything. We don't. No one's getting involved. They are relatively weak. I love these little traits on people.
Faction personalities.
Being able to read them and know. I think it's because I think they still have these in other Total War games, but it doesn't give me like the what this has actually done to them. So knowing that they are unlikely to break treaties is really cool. That they're more defensive, and that they're ethical, and that just really makes me want to kill them. Here we go. And also these, we were saying they feel very Octopath Traveler. Obviously, this came way before that, but like it's got that same kind of effect of like 2D, 3D.
Yeah, so it was a really
parallax.
fun choice making those as well because we really wanted something evocative of the time period, and I say we. This is mostly the work of an artist called Nick Trisden. Great work. Where we wanted to explore stuff, and he initially looked at some stuff with illuminated manuscript style.
Oh yeah.
If you look at the Book of Kells for anyone interested, amazing artwork from Britain and Ireland during the period, primarily Ireland, which is great, but it didn't quite work for like a nice event pick. It was mostly nice for static stuff.
Yeah.
And then he looked at Viking metalwork.
Oh yeah.
And we ended up with this style that worked really well for both like creating these 2.5D movies. Everything's done in that style. The unit cards. It was really nice. It just feels really good. I know.
Yeah, it feels really like cohesively stylistic. I think that's what I've really enjoyed about it. I think there's that with a lot of the UI. It's quite a UI heavy game, but like the UI, even down to the estate management, like this just feels nice to look at for me. Scratches a nice itch.
And also, shall we look at the family tree?
Oh yeah,
they're lovely Welsh ones. So yeah, you get this situation of Rodri there with his son Anarut, who you're playing with, and then the other kingdoms who are all slowly dying.
Yeah, is that who I just declared? No, the person I declared war on was a bit younger. Tudwall? How come
I'm pretty
is that
sure
him?
This is Cecilwig. Yeah.
Yes.
He is.
Do you know what, Cecilwig?
They got
lot
most
of the
of them,
sons.
and then Powys you've killed off.
I have. Hey, look, I'm the oldest brother, right? Yeah, I'm the. So I should have got all of it.
It's not how it works, unfortunately.
But this is how it should have worked, and this is why.
This is why you've got to take it.
Exactly.
The only way to unite Wales. Divided up amongst his sons.
Why? But we also have stewardship of our younger brother Tudwall, who. Wait, is Tudwall our brother?
Yeah.
I have bullied this man.
Yeah, you've bullied your brother.
Well, I did not realise we were related with the. I now feel bad that he's insane.
Take Landui.
Is he insane because I've just put him in here his entire life and refused to let him leave?
I mean, what makes any man insane?
Yeah, I mean, apparently liking fish. Right, we'll end there. Let me see. I had some wackier questions for you, so we'll see if we get into those. And this maybe will scratch the bit of your brain of trying to think of some of those more obscure mechanics, but what's a feature that players might not notice immediately but you think adds a lot to the experience?
I'm going to say the little landmarks around the map that also appear in battlefields. So if you go to where your little raiding army is, where is he? He's down. He's down here, but north of him.
Oh yes, we called this out on stream.
Yeah, this is not Stonehenge. Stonehenge is further down south, but all of these places like the White Horse and others that we dotted around, I think they get mentioned in the. If you go back to Oxenford, select it. Is there a little? I can't remember if there's a little effect icon or something, but there's not. But there's little maps, places like this all around the map. Like, we've also got the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland, as well as the islands in Scotland that are technically part of the same thing.
Yeah.
They're just nice little details that you can see on the battlefield, generally.
Could you fight in the middle of the stones?
Yeah, because if you go to custom battle, all of the... I'm pretty sure everywhere where we had a battle map location for is listed as a custom battle location that you can easily get access to. Because they're quite... You have to pick the right spot.
Yeah, I saw that when we were trying to choose the
Here is a little fun thing that we did that will be most people won't know, but where for Thrones we experimented with the size of the battle tile map. So generally, from Shogun 2 onwards, actually more Rome 2 onwards, but we did it manually for Shogun 2. Is that Rome 2 onwards for the historical titles? There is a nice one, good victory. There is a single tile map that's used for all battlefields.
Yep.
And that the game goes where you are on the campaign map and then selects an area of the battle tile map to then go, here's where you're fighting. And for Thrones, we experimented with how big that map is.
Yep.
Because when it was the same size as the campaign tile map, we noticed that players weren't feeling very connected. So for this, I need you to go to Sussex, for an example, because that was where I tested.
You're testing my English geography skills.
Sussex, it's here. So like this area here, right? If you go like here, there's technically like a road, a river, and a trees.
Yeah.
If the campaign map, if the battle tile map was the same size as the campaign tile map, where you fought was basically just under your feet.
Okay.
So it didn't really capture enough of the surrounding terrain. So what we did was we halved it, so it's a quarter of the area.
Okay.
So that then meant that you then got a much wider area. So like if you go to Oxenford, when you fight a battle around here, you should see that in a distance.
Oh, that's really cool.
It was just that one of experimenting the one to get the right feel, because it was like technically we were more accurate in size with the bigger map, but it didn't quite have that connection with the campaign map we wanted.
That's really cool, and I guess that is going to be one of those little things that people may not notice, but has added more of a connection. I saw someone in the chat who I just need to correct the record, because someone said, has anyone played Arena? And then other people were saying, oh no one did. I worked on Arena for a year, so no, I haven't played it. Our leader has done very well. We auto-resolved a battle there. I am trying to slowly build him up for Commander, because I do end up having to charge him in a lot.
They're great cavalry, the Welsh generals.
Yeah, and it's... But
I mean, if you he got his...
Has a 20 jump, but I'm also not in a local province that
don't
often.
do it.
You think
Do
champions?
Because you're both increasing the melee attack and increasing his command, which, if I remember correctly, boosts his bodyguard unit size.
I think so, yeah. But he's pretty high up already. The other thing that tempts me, though, we do a lot of sieges with him. He is leading our forces.
We do. Or quartermaster for supplies, because it'll make the... Oh no, movement range.
Oh no, I think it does.
And then upkeep later. I forget which one does which. It's been a while.
I might go siege engineer and then a quartermaster. I think I'd rather have a little bit of everything for him when he's off waging war.
He might
all the time.
get command from his trades.
Yep. Yeah. He's very high up already, and he's got a very big rally.
Good.
Okay, we'll give him a turn.
So Dijon, you might want to, because the ones you've taken, you might want to exempt from tax for now. Okay. You're not getting any food.
Yeah.
You lose a little bit of money, and it will just.
Oh, that's a big jump down as well for them, so that'd be good.
Yeah, it just smooths things out until you can take the province capital.
Could I convert the lead mine? Is there something that doesn't make people as angry? No one likes any of these settlements.
Well, if you go to the building browser, which is... Yes, you've got the options of one of the two. So
yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not know that you could right-click things to go to the building browser until Liam came on stream and roasted me for not knowing.
Yeah.
So they're all going to reduce public order. It's just the glass is less.
You're probably not going to get much church income because the church. No, well, actually, what is Ceredigium's main settlement? It's a great hall. Not worth going that.
Yep.
What's this one do? Industry commerce. That's good. Yeah, I keep the lead on that, and I keep that on that. But right-click the other one. Is it
this one?
No, the other one you're on.
This one.
Yeah. This is gold. Pure industry versus industry and commerce. I'd be tempted to go for pure gold. More money.
I think the thing is, it's
more money.
Do you think the money? It's only one less public order. They already hate me. What's the worst that can happen?
But you can shove that province capital full of like the discipline stuff.
Assuming I take it, because we've seen. Oh, it's quite a small garrison. The garrison here was 15 troops, and it was no one expected it when I right-clicked on that settlement that we would have such an insane battle. We had a question for you as well from YouTube of, do you still mod from time to time?
Not anymore. It's been years since I've done any modding really myself. Still keep an eye on the community, look at things. it's fun looking what ideas people have. It's another source of inspiration.
Do we want to be friends? I don't see a reason not to be. They've offered money to
They're
be
giving
my
you
friend.
money, sure.
That feels dependable in a fight. This feels dodgy. If someone ever offers me money to be my friend in real life, I don't know if I'd accept that. Let me see. Whether you mentioned some of the historical help that there was. Were there any books, movies, or documentaries that you felt had a bigger influence on the game than others?
God, there's a lot of. I read a lot of different things. Like one of the things I always love with a title is doing research. So there are a bunch of different books I read for different things. So this is where I try to remember the different ones.
Also, Tudwell's going to be assassinated.
Oh, are you going to try and...
He's
your brother.
We should prepare him, right?
Yeah.
Is this guy? Who is he?
He's a governor.
Yeah, we need to... Oh no, why can't I do that?
You've not got...
I've got the money. Is it that he... Where is he? Oh, yeah, low loyalty, you. Oh, I can do it here. Oh, this has genuinely never worked for me.
Let's find out.
A critical failure.
Pay him off.
Oh.
Do it.
Oh.
I
would... How often... How often would you say it's worth assassinating someone?
I don't do it very often.
See, he just tried to kill my brother.
He did, but he was also not very loyal.
What are the chances that this goes wrong? Ah. Oh! He's dead. Not before the act was done. Oh, fantastic.
Oh, was it the other way around? No, Tudwell was targeting...
No way. No, I've assassinated him. This was me. I've killed him. No,
so it said it succeeded.
I've gone and killed him because I've decided that actually Tudwell is the most important person.
Who have you got as candidates then? Lesser income farm, not bad.
Probably don't need warrior. Probably maybe this one.
Yeah, Powys. Do you have a farm in Powys?
Yes. Oh, yeah. We have one. We should have two.
Fine. All good.
Who gets the estate? Me.
But so rather than remembering books, I'll recommend historians. So there's a great book on Scotland in this period by Alex Wolff.
Yep.
There are some great... I read a lot of academic papers as well. This is tough.
Favorite academic paper? Or
there's a lot of them. It's remembering the specific names. So there is a book of Welsh history that I'm going to try and remember of.
I forgot to move run. Oh, it's happened.
No, you can't retreat, can you? Oh dear.
I'm going to charge him in.
Here we go. Here's the book I'm thinking of. There's a book, Wales and the History of Wales and the Britons, which is by... And yes, I am looking at my phone because we've got 3 computers, but they're all busy with this. T.M. Edwards. That's a great book. For a slightly earlier book, there's a great one on post-Roman Britain by Guy Halsall called The Worlds of Arthur, which looks into those Arthur myths and the sort of what was historically going on in the period.
What would you say is the influence that they had just on the historicity of the title?
It's very much about building up a picture of the culture, of the history of the drama that's going on. So you get the feel of the story. Because history is very easy to go as, here's an event, here's an event, here's an event. It feels very, this was always ordained to happen.
Yeah.
When you get into the reading about it, it's like, no, these are just a bunch of people and they made choices and some choices worked out and some didn't. So how does that affect what might have been? How does that affect the shape of the societies? One of the things that I wish we had been able to do more of in Thrones was more of the influence of like the bishops and the churches.
Oh yeah.
I know it often comes up in fans like, why didn't you include like pagan versus Christian religious stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it was an element of the Viking things, but also historically the Vikings converted. Like Guthrum, one of these great heathen army, he converts and becomes king of East Anglia.
Yeah.
Supported by the bishops. Northumbria appoints a Danish Christian as king as well. Like, but more the bishops, more that sort of cultural tensions going on as well would have been great as well.
Yeah. I am just going to charge him in a wedge formation. I think. I think this is the end of him. He's done everything he could.
You are charging infantry from the front, unless
he's dead regardless. I mean, this is Aha! Now we psych out.
Yeah, because you if you charge.
Oh no, they are archers.
Oh, these
It's
ones
these. It's the guys at the back. Here we go.
Do you have any abilities? No.
The only thing I had was wedge, so we can turn that off now. But it's over for him. Run had a
Good run.
he had a good run, but it's if he can kill, is that not their king?
Yes.
If he can kill their king,
oh,
that would
but
be.
You're fighting royal companions. They are tough.
I mean, I'm fighting a lot more than raw companions if I look at it. Although I'll tell you what, he's managed to get some of them to run.
Apparently they can still barely hear me, so I will lean forward.
Thank you.
Is this better, chat? Apologies, I'm quite casual and also not talking the loudest.
There's also only so far we can crank up the volume on it as well. He's dead. Run is dead.
No.
Oh, that is heartbreaking. The swift steeds, but they couldn't quite move fast enough.
I have had a request for ASMR from the chat. Is this too much?
Oh no.
Is this doing it for you?
We
is
never
this,
give
is
the
this
people,
the ASMR
we never
you
give
want?
the people what they want.
Never.
Let me have a look through here as well. I've asked a little bit about the limiting recruitment, slowing down expansion. Was that in part inspired by kind of the time period of how long it takes per turn, in like how long it would genuinely take to muster up that many troops?
Yeah, because I mean, Total was always in a slightly odd place in that historically you wouldn't really fight in winter. So
Yeah.
armies remaining mobilised during winter is a bit ahistorical, but it's a game. It was very much about trying to represent the mustering time. It was also about the fact that the recruitment system in Thrones is basically the old mercenary system.
Yeah.
Repurposed for doing that, because we wanted that aspect of, like, the big thing I wanted for the recruitment system was to allow for the player to get a mixture of cheap and elite units from the start.
Yeah.
So you have some elite units available, but their pool sizes are very low.
Yeah.
There's very low replenishment time. Originally it was chance based, and then Sophia with the Steel and Safe Statecraft update made it be a cooldown. And it just enabled that feeling of like, cool, you muster it, and then you also got like this choice about, do I wait for full strength before attacking, or
Which
do
I think I very rarely, and it's probably the only Total War game where I don't just. I know. I think I'm gonna kill them, and we're gonna fight over. This city is.
Just wait. Let them fight the garrison, take the casualties.
Will that work? Oh, hold on, maybe I should retreat back to my.
Yeah.
Just let myself replenish.
Just across the border. You don't need to go into that. Just across the border. You'll be in striking range. Wait for them to take it. Take the casualties, and then attack them.
I mean, I was looking at. Oh, they have good supplies. But yeah, it feels like they saw two armies rock up, and it's fighting over, like two parents fighting over who gets the child.
It's their one settlement as well. So
yeah,
you're going to be getting in there.
Okay.
It now.
Now we strike.
Get in. Hit them hard.
Because we only have the worst parts of this settlement, honestly. Like, in terms of public order.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Maybe people won't see us as the demon for destroying them, because we didn't do it. Not great to march in the winter.
Wait a turn and then declare war.
Do you think?
But also, like, it's trespassing.
Well.
It's why you're getting the penalty.
Okay, we'll give it one more turn.
Let's check your building, see what you can upgrade, get more food.
Get
your food.
Any farms would be nice. Let's have a quick look. I'm assuming I've lost Oxford because my food has dropped.
Yes.
That's minus food, but it would be. Oh, do you know what? This is no negative to food and just more income.
Yep, give you money.
So we'll give that.
Give you the money.
That's actually all of our money for this turn.
End turn and then go for it.
I've lost Oxford. Oh, the temptation to immediately recruit another single man. Do you know what? I have a single man up here. And
are you going to this guy's not part of your family, is he?
I don't think so. Family? No, he's just a general.
Anarud.
Yeah, he's no one to me. He can.
Hang on, is your king married?
Yes.
And he has 3 sons.
A son, daughter, son.
Auspicious name, Constantine.
They're going to grow up to be. Well, what we found quite funny as well is that the portrait swaps at age 8, which we learned because our son had clothes and hair, and our 7-year-old daughter was still a baby. Okay, we wait and then we charge.
Yep. Go in, take him out.
Our single man will go and.
Man.
Oh.
Yes, good.
Yeah, you'd take that.
Yeah, for now until you've got Wales,
Yep.
and you just focus on that.
Okay. Well, do you know what? Maybe we can let them have England. All we want is Wales.
Yeah, because that should give you the short victory condition, shouldn't it? No, no.
Oh no. Sorry. You are. I mean, I would take it as a warning that we're standing at the border of another Welshman after killing the last Welshman and the Welshman before. But perhaps our intent for Wales is. Oh, do you know what? We could snipe this city out from behind them.
Could you take it in a turn before their army comes back?
No, you're right. I definitely couldn't.
But
That's my
they
Warhammer 3
they
brain.
moved on.
Yeah, let's move in.
Declare war. Get on with it.
Okay.
They're at war with Brescia as well. Perfect.
Oh, yeah, we're doing this as allies, as
So
friends.
these guys can come in and distract,
Yep.
and then you can take
I
out.
swear though, Jack, if they come in and they attack this city, I'm not declaring war on a third Welshman in order to. Is that that's not a main city, is it?
No, that's a minor.
So this is they only had there, and this was really their last desperate attempt.
Brannock has really
Yeah.
taken them out. Whoa.
Oh, that's fantastic for us. All right, where's at risk of rebellion? Yeah, because we need the city.
You need
All
that
right,
to get it on.
let's just keep pushing forward. We'll have our single man continue to run down and raid. Let's see. We kind of touched on this at the start, but what was the choice of this specific start point for the game?
So with Attila having sort of just done like the apocalyptic, the Huns are coming, you must survive against them. I didn't want to go with the arrive with the Great Heathen Army, because then we've gone from one game of you must survive against the apocalypse thing to a new one. So the immediate aftermath felt really interesting, because you've got, sure, Alfred's won this great victory and has got the peace, but there's still a lot of reuniting to do.
Yeah.
England's still divided. You just had Roderick the Great die, so there's a lot of division in Wales. In Ireland, you've got Flan, who is starting to try and has ambitions of being High King and wanting to unite. And it's just a really nice sort of like this moment after this great event where you've then got to lots of possibilities of what happens next.
And as we're seeing, uniting Wales is certainly one of them.
Yeah. How close are you to your great victory conditions?
Oh, it's up here, isn't it?
Yeah, the objectives.
Sure.
You are.
I'm not close on fame. I'm not close on constructing the buildings.
But that's what will get you the kingdom, I think.
Yeah, what the fame in the buildings?
Oh no, sorry, the it's right to the right.
Oh, there it is.
Kingdom.
All right, so we need. We are gonna have to declare war on those people who own the farm.
Do it.
Okay.
Look.
So this is
you're
probably
getting
the
there.
first
You're on your way to 3 provinces.
Here's a question for you.
Yep.
If I was to send my single man down here, and to have him, is there one that reduces
Public order.
Yeah. If I were to.
Make it rebel. Yeah.
and then
So
steal
they've
it.
only got one, and they'll be suffering from allegiance penalties because most of that
Yeah.
province is Welsh.
Is the smarter move to recruit a second man here because he's already started on a different skill tree, and it's going to take him a while to level up. I just need someone who can get one level, right?
Yeah, raise an army.
Is anyone going to help me out with this from the start? No.
Just shove them in.
Who do we like the look of? Who looks like they could? That guy, he looks like he could really incite some.
Yeah.
Some.
And if he's
some
got
public order
cavalry, so you could
penalties.
make him a pure cavalry force and have him moving around faster.
Yeah. And yeah, you're not anything yet. I'm gonna make this man in my
Prudent.
mold.
Funny.
They'll be laughing all the way to the rebellion.
Nice.
Okay, we'll send him down. I assume it was going to take him. He's going to have to do some things to level up. Oh, is he? Why is priest highlighted? Has he got a priest?
Oh, I think that may just be a UI bug,
Oh,
actually.
the hope. It knew exactly what I wanted. It showed it to
So
me.
you've got next turn for that.
Yep. Yeah, so we'll have all 3 there. And hopefully that army won't pop back.
And they've taken the other region, so...
That's all they've got
You
left.
get that province, and then you can build up before attacking.
Yep. My friend, currently, as they think.
Brannock, yeah.
Where would you say then with Thrones? Obviously, it was a saga game, right? So it had a reduced scope there. But where would you say you were trying to push the envelope out? Where were you trying to innovate based on what you like about Total War games?
Well, it's very much looking at, because I came onto this off of working on Rome Trinity in the DLC for a while, so having fun experimenting with new features. Age of Charlemagne in particular was good fun in sort of taking that Attila formula to a slightly later date and experimenting with it. It's then trying to really combine all the lessons learned from that into a single thing. So could we make something really zoomed in that was allow a lot of gameplay choice? Could we do something more interesting with recruitment? Could we experiment more with like more distinct building trees? Because like Age of Charlemagne had it with you had the choice of church, market, or castle settlements or city settlements. Can't remember. Or palace settlements, and this one, but it being more distinct. So you've got like monasteries in certain places. You've got markets in certain places. You've got great halls in certain places. And then bring it all together. Like, what happens if we move what was on agents into the characters? The characters have more impact.
Yeah.
We know that players often didn't like. Trade agreements are always beneficial.
Yeah.
What happens if we just make trade default and then also does it all? Because in this era, it makes sense for you to have visibility over it all.
Yeah.
Because it's Britain and Ireland. These people know these places. There's a lot of trade always going on.
We have a new governor to assign.
Fearless, Spearman. You've not got any.
No governors really.
Go for the youngest. That's my one. Because then
chances of surviving.
Then you don't have to worry about him for the longest.
Hey, decent loyalty. Awful.
Awful.
I'll take a bit of command.
Awful governance.
Do you know what? It feels like what we need is a job interview, where we can sit them down and be like, "Look, you've got 10 people in the stocks. You're at a room and someone else insults you. What do you do?"
Well, now you can spend your time building up. You've got 2 of the provinces. Might be a good point to pause it before we do the transition to the next person and just answer some more questions.
We can. Let me make someone at least a good governor. Yes, we will be shuffling over to having Joy soon. She's not yet entered the building, or the room at least.
But it's a good. It feels like a good gameplay pause. You've just got your 2 on.
You say that, I'm itching to grab the mouse and keyboard again. What would you say then? So you've spoken about it a little bit in like mustering in winter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not something they do historically. What would you say were some of the other difficulties, or the biggest difficulty in trying to find the balance between making a game and making something that reflects history?
It's really about the I'm going to go for Cop Out, which is the one that always happens in Total War.
Yep.
Which is casualties are way higher in battles than they should be in reality.
Oh yeah.
But is that fun of like historically 5 to 10%?
Yep.
That's 15% casualties is a horrific battle generally in history.
And is that
Total
because
War,
people would run?
Yeah, people would run. People run away, they'd desert, they go away, but it's not very generally satisfying in a battle.
Yep.
To just do that little. And battles lasted for hours.
Yeah.
Hours and little casualties. It's all about
chipping down.
And morale and which side breaks and then the other one wins. And people don't generally want to die.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that reluctance in it as well. So
and so that feeling like that kind of, do you know what, I've been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, and it's got that same kind of thing of like it tells you at the very start of the game, back in these times, people valued living. It was less of like it's worth dying for this battle, for this lord that I've met once, right? And I guess it's a very similar thing here of like if the options are run for your life or die for a lord who has not fed you for 3 weeks.
And it's tough as well because you also got so the seasonality is one of armies generally formed in the summer and then dispersed in winter.
Yep.
They go back. Generally there are difficulties as well of keeping armies running for a while anyway, because generally a lot of the people in these armies are farmers.
Yep.
Someone needs to get in the harvest.
Yeah.
So can you maintain your army during a harvest season was also quite tough. You could upgrade these units. Upgrade them.
Oh, is that?
Armor whipping weapons.
I wanted to swap them with. Is it retrain? There we go. That's what I wanted
But also
to do.
you can give them better weapons.
Is everyone going to get an upgrade? How much is that going to? Oh, we can also upgrade the ones.
Gosh.
How much? Oh, that's not too bad actually.
And do you, King? Don't leave him out of it.
I guess.
Don't leave him out of it. He's getting better armor
That's
weapons.
quite nice. I was trying to see if there's ways that we can start to make a little bit more of an elite force here.
Start merge them together and then get some new. Yeah.
So because we've got
Royal Spearmen,
Spearmen.
lovely stuff. You need better cavalry. You got to get down the cavalry tree.
I think we are still going down. We are.
Good.
No, I betrayed you, Jack, and I swapped it to spears.
Could you need to get the
Welsh horse
keep
rings?
going the Tulu? No, the Royal Uchel.
All right, we'll head on over
the
there. I will get this
Tulu are
one
the
last spear
bodyguard
one, otherwise
units.
I would shout myself. But yes, we will slowly build up these forces. here's the problem. I've renamed them Friends of the Welsh, inspired by their army called Bane of the English.
Lovely
And I
stuff.
thought,
I
look,
mean, you are the Banes of the Welsh. You hate no one more.
yeah,
than
but
the
here's
Welsh.
the point,
You're the
right?
Welsh, and you hate
let's
the
say
Welsh more.
you're sitting in your castle in Dinfuir, right? And they go, oh no, we're under attack. Who is it? Oh, the Friends of the Welsh are coming at us, right? They'd be like, oh well, there's no need for alarm, is it?
Confusion.
Exactly. If I called it like, they'd be like, oh, I'm attacking me, and then they'd get real confused. They wouldn't know who to fight, and that's really the tactic that I've gone for there. The Friends of the Welsh are running out of supplies. What can I do to help them here? They're going to get a little bit, I guess. Is it just how big the army is?
I believe army does have an impact. I can't remember. It's been so long. But it's just waiting.
Okay, I might merge them in then.
And you need there's some good buildings that can give you supplies.
That'd be good. Otherwise, my quest to make as many longbowmen as possible.
It may not be worth to do it in this province, but maybe once you take Dinefur, make that a replenishment one and supply one. Because then
I've got a base in central.
Then you've got Mithrathel, which is giving you bonuses to the weapons and stuff. And you've got this one there. It's good stuff.
That sounds good.
Oh, you've done a blacksmith there as well.
I do think I spotted Joy just walking past.
Oh, sweet, yeah, she is laying out.
Yep. Oh, I think she's been waiting outside the door for us to tell us to come in. All right, we are going to be 1 second then.
Because I've got to get it.
As we shuffle over. Ooh, thank you so much for joining us, Jack.
Yeah,
really appreciate your time.
Thrones.
Yes, and lovely to have you on. Is this the last of the Couch Commanders for a while? We'll see.
Well, but I'm always happy to be on them.
Cool. Well, always happy to have you. Thank you very much. We'll be 1 second as we shuffle. Okay, we are back. Immediately, someone's called me out for not doing the name tags. There we go. Welcome, Joy, to the stream.
Thank you.
This is it your first ever stream?
It is.
Oh, well. Then, honoured to have you here joining us for some Thrones gameplay today. So what was your title and role on Thrones?
Thrones was the first game I worked on Total War, and I was a designer back then.
Oh, yeah. So, designing units, campaign.
I designed a little bit of everything, but the few things that I remember the most were the faction mechanics.
Oh yeah.
I also made a few of the minor settlement battle maps.
Oh cool.
But I've touched some other bits here and there as well.
Yes. Well, we are in the midst of a Welsh campaign. The goal for the last 2 days really has been to unite Wales. As you can tell by an immediate blackmail screen that you've come along to, it's going okay. We're gonna have to pay him off. Things are going okay.
How close are you?
Well, we've taken Northern Wales and we've kicked some of England away. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, what really remains is the slaughter of the Welsh, which is for Wales, right? To make a better Wales, we have to rebuild it in our name. So really, we're going to be going down here and down towards the south of Wales, just making sure they know that we are the one true Welshman.
Of course, the true heir.
Exactly. We've had some people running around England as well, which we're going to continue doing, just harassing, really, making sure they know we still exist, we're still here, and we're ready to take your food. So I had a few questions for you, but if anyone in the chat has any as well, any of the kind of areas that you'd want to direct them to asking you about?
Well, this was a very long time ago.
Yes.
Everything was very new to me as well, so it's not. I don't know if I have the answers for all the questions.
We had it with Jack. Jack was googling things as well as looking up some of the history.
I didn't bring my phone, so
if you make up the answers, no one will know. We are gonna have to declare war on this faction, unfortunately, to start off.
Someone says Joy is still Jack. Josh.
Have I? Oh, hold on. Look, I have many keyboards that I have to interact with. You're going to be shocked at sudden keyboards.
We are a team of J's today, aren't
We are.
Yeah.
In fact, I had written on my little intro that it's the J stream, and I completely forgot to say that. Yeah, it's the new policy we have with streaming going forward is it's J's only. So
I see.
people are going to have to start changing their names because I think next on we have Rich.
So it's Jitch.
It will have to be.
Yeah.
If that's what it says, it isn't a typo. I think we are going to have to unfortunately declare war on. Like, there's a real good chance, Joy, that this beats me, and then the stream is me really trying to recover while on the back foot.
Oh no.
But I think we just have to dive into it. So I wrote a few questions, kind of faction mechanic designed. In mind. What would you say then is the core goal that you had when you were designing the faction mechanics?
It was basically trying to create something that would fit with the era that we were working with. So I don't know that much about history, so I definitely relied more on the rest of the design department for this.
Oh yeah.
So we were quite a small design team at the time, but we were working very, very closely together. So it was basically somebody else with the knowledge of what happened during that time, and then we would be able to design a mechanic based on that.
Yep.
Like together.
So it's a kind of a collaboration between the history and the design side.
Yeah, we always want to try and stay accurate as possible, but then add the fun to it.
I think we had a conversation with that on one of the previous Couch Commanders of because not everyone at CA, as much as they'd like to, can know an incredibly in-depth amount about every single part of history, and we work on. Do you know what? Three Kingdoms is a great example. We had a lot of people who'd come off of like Rome and learned loads about Roman history, and then it's now learn all of ancient Chinese history.
Exactly.
So it's that kind of balance of like how much you take in yourself versus how much you can take in from consultants and primary source material.
Oh yeah, so like research in general is huge before we work on any of these games. So it's definitely a collaboration, even with your team, right?
Oh yeah.
So we talk about historical stuff and trying to make it accurate as possible. So yeah, the information's just coming from all over the place.
Yeah, I think it's especially when I talk about it a lot because I loved working on it, but when I worked on Turbo Arena, one of the things I really loved there was the kind of very open environment of anyone can have an idea.
Yeah.
So I got to design some of the units based on books that I read. 3 people in a unit, and they're taking up 10 food.
Oh
that
no!
Is like these 120 is taking up the same amount of food as these 3 people. That is
you can't. Yeah,
greedy.
you can.
Yeah, they're going.
Right.
I'm not fooding 3 people. But yeah, being able to come up with read a book on. So CA bought me a textbook that was like £120.
Oh wow!
Because it was the only one on like ancient Germanic warfare. And I read in there, about like a unit called the Ghosts of Haiti or Hattie, and then that like went in game, and I think that really stuck in my head at CA of like if you have an individual passion for a period, you can really have an impact on it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hold on, he's.
Oh no, what's going on here?
He takes pleasure from food and drink, and is misappropriating my funds. So I'm not really.
I see where it's going.
This is one of our newer governors, and I've got to say, he's not made a great impression on his king. We've got the unfortunate issue here where it looks like I've gone down, and they've gone up.
Uh-oh.
Good.
How many armies do you have? You got the 2.
So I've got one main army, and I've got a bunch of individual men who are just kind of running around causing havoc. I'm maybe gonna have him go and raid here. This is gonna be a problem.
Definitely.
I feel.
I think so. It looks like everything else is unprotected now.
So a really good Total War player would know if the right thing to do is for me to go back or for me to push forward, and I'm not.
I cannot help you. Unfortunately.
My gut says I keep pushing forward, and that Wales will fall in line behind me.
Yeah.
And that's a farm, and I really needed food. That's the real reason.
But you're taking away food from him as well, right?
Exactly.
So it's doing something.
The strategic thinking I was going for. Yeah. Not everyone's starving. Yeah. Please help. We've got this guy over here. He's kind of just. We had a very old grudge against Merce, and Oxford is a really nice orchard. and they don't tend to leave it defended. So I've kind of just had a few people coming over here and sitting in this apple
Slowly,
orchard
yeah.
and stealing their food for a little bit. They kill them every now and then, but they're not people I particularly care about, so it's been okay. We'll get a priest with him as well. Apparently nobody likes a priest from what we've seen in decreasing public order.
Oh no.
So that goes.
Yeah, so what's really nice are these team meetings. We do have design meetings where the designers talk about the mechanics and stuff, but we could also have team meetings, so where everyone can chip in, basically. And this is how we get to a point where anyone can add units into the game or contribute with their knowledge.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Infant mortality. That's never a good pop-up to have, is it?
Yeah.
That wasn't my
Was
child.
that yours? Or how do you know?
I know all my children.
I see.
These are my children. I think that's Tudwell's child. Oh, it is Tudwell's child. Sad. Tudwell is our brother. He is also insane. So we've made him the governor of our capital city, and we've kind of just let him do his thing. Some would call it nepotism. What we've called it is, helping out someone who is criminally insane. And, where's his other weird trait? He loves fish. Oh, he's actually escalated from loving fish to becoming a fisherman.
I see.
And that really, Tudwell is an inspiration of, you got to follow your passions in life.
Of course.
If you like fish, you work hard enough and you can become a fisherman. I reckon they're going to come all the way over to this place here, which actually has a pretty decent garrison.
Oh, okay.
So,
you're not completely unprotected then.
No,
so
maybe we
that should be all right.
build up the garrison a little bit. And just, again, the tactic of, he can't, if I could just take everything, and he has nothing left, maybe he'll just leave me alone. People in the... Steve, very happy to see that Tudwell... So we started this stream yesterday. I haven't been streaming for 24 hours. We started this
right,
yesterday.
okay.
And I really went hard in on Tudwell about how I think he's an awful person. And honestly, all he's done is disprove me for the last 4 hours of gameplay of showing everything that all the value that he brings to the kingdom. So... Ooh.
Oh, that does not look
Hold
good.
on.
Oh, I see.
Don't catch me. That's just one of my individual men.
Yeah, the one going to Oxford, right? Oh, he's following you.
Well, he had a good run. He wasn't a family member, so it's all fine.
He was going for the apples anyway.
We hire him, and they know what they're going to go do. So yeah, I have a whole bunch of questions here, but I'm kind of happy to jump between what you think kind of has the most interesting answers.
The process?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was going for. Because obviously you say that Thrones was the first game you were a designer on.
On Total War. Yeah.
So what was it like then, coming on and from start to finish designing something, be it a faction or a unit?
I think what's different with the Total War games is just that they are so big. There's just so many mechanics and so many areas, which is not typical of a game.
Yep.
But my process is fairly similar anyway, regardless of what game I design for. And I would say it's pretty old school. I like the pen and paper approach. Yeah, I like cardboard. You know, some tape and glue and board game components like the cubes, discs, meeples, that sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
And just to build up something with that and playtest.
So is that like you're making effectively a board game version of the game?
Yeah, exactly. Or it could just be part of a mechanic as well.
Cool.
But that's usually where I start.
Yep. That's really cool. Are there any particular board game pieces you run to as these are like my go-to Total War board game piece? Chess pieces?
No, I think it's cardboard only because
yeah.
I can just cut out whatever piece I need.
The silhouette of a Welsh man.
Yeah, exactly. I do like these big A3, drawing sketch pads as well.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Because then you can just draw out a whole map or something and play on it.
And is that how you transitioned into then making some of the maps? Is they walk past,
yeah.
they're like, wow, you've got so many massive cardboard maps, you might as well make some of these in game.
That is usually how it starts, definitely. And then it's like portable, so you could just take that to people and be like,
Yeah.
"What do you think about this?" And you can get feedback straight away.
And you brought them, a cardboard cutout of a map with a bunch of
Yeah,
chess pieces on, and they've gone,
exactly.
Joy, what are you doing? Like, we paid you to design a game. Yes, the Joy's quote of the day there being, "I like cardboard." Apparently, at some point as well, we had a second fish lover.
Oh,
So
really?
Tuggle's got at least one friend in the World Kingdom. This looks like they have come back to prepare for.
Oh,
Oh no!
oh. But you might be able. Oh, you'll have to play this one.
I mean, I have to. If I retreat, he's dead.
Yeah. He's fully replenished though.
This, do you know when I was like, oh my gosh, Joy, he has double.
Oh.
He has double my units.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot of archers.
Yeah, and they've got a lot of javelin men, and they've got
Yeah.
very few horses. If I can beat the horses and take out them,
Yeah.
then all I have to deal with is all of these incredible spearmen. And I think that's
You'll
I
have
think
to
that's very doable.
charge those.
Yeah, it's we'll find a way to win this, I'm sure. I love also there's always like a sprinkling of like civilization on the maps.
Yeah.
Of like there's always even if it's just a tiny hamlet or a couple of buildings.
So I created some of those maps actually.
Oh, yeah?
And that's kind of the story I created for myself as I made these. Like, okay, this is supposed to be a little village.
Yep.
This is how they could have settled.
Yep.
And what they would be doing during the day, like have their little
Oh, yeah.
stalls.
These two are in a massive feud.
Yeah,
They refuse to
exactly.
sell to each other. It's become a whole situation. This does not feel like it's all right. They've only
Yeah,
got
it's gonna be
double my troops. All right, it's
And it's fairly open. You can't even get them into a choke point.
no.
or
I was just
anything.
thinking, is there a river I can use? Or
Yeah.
let's have a look. Oh, do I drag that? I do. I do like the tree icon. At least if I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they're
die,
cute.
I'm gonna die in a nice little set of icons. I mean, they are a lot. I think it's the bows. I think the bows are my way here, and they're attacking
Yeah.
me, right? So in
That's
theory, I can
true.
draw them into. How long is this range? That is massive.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Where's your cavalry? You might be
I've
able
just stuck
to
them on the
flank with
sides.
them.
What I
Yeah.
have found, and look, I don't want you to judge me for this. I have found that if I send the cavalry around the back, the AI can get quite confused and split its army in
right.
half. And I feel like fighting two halves of this army is going to be
They
the
would.
only
They
way.
don't know. Yeah, which way to go.
Exactly.
Sometimes
So I
might have to take advantage of that.
had to do it on stream yesterday when I fought a siege much larger than I thought.
Oh.
So if we just have that, maybe we have the archers in front so they can, because they've actually got enough range that they can get a few volleys off before having to retreat behind.
Mhm.
Typically, I don't like putting the archers in front because I
No.
forget.
It feels vulnerable.
Yeah, and I will forget to turn them round. They will die, but at least
Yeah.
they'll die after having fired a good number of arrows.
Can you group units together in this one? I forgot.
You can.
Okay, so if you group the archers, you will be able to get them
Oh,
back
do you know
quite
what?
quickly.
That is a good idea. Watch me forget that they're grouped, panic when I can't control them, and then they die. Do you
Yeah.
know what I maybe should have done as well is kept all my cavalry together so that I could just steamroll.
That's true. Yeah.
But actually, it looks like they've not got any cav on this side. Where's their... If I can kill their leader,
Yeah.
maybe... Do you know what? Jack's going to have such a time when he watches it back and he's like, as soon as I left, that's when he starts. It all
just
comes
went
crumbling
downhill.
apart. It all crumbles. So I pulled them out here. I wonder if I could charge one in and then have the other hit them from
But
the flank.
that's their leader, right?
I think surely it is. This isn't mine, so I'm fine with that. And then just have an... Oh, no, don't throw things in. That's me. There we go. So these are javelin men, so they're going to
Yeah.
take ages to get there.
Oh, they're almost
They're
there.
almost there. All right, I think we're pulling them back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now they can
that's
reach
a
you
volley.
as well.
They've got some horses there. Where have my... Oh, I forgot about them. That's fine. What have they attacked me with? Just levy cav. So yeah,
Oh,
if
that
I can
should
get
be
behind
alright.
here, because their archers are surely going to start slowing.
Yeah.
I think the one horse unit I've left engaged is my king. So
That's what that icon is, right? This one.
yes.
Showing you who.
So I'll probably have them come in just to help win that. And let's see. Yeah, this is what I need. I need them not sure where I'm going to strike from, just so I can take them out one by one. Right, we got these guys. They're, I assume, skirmishing right now. They have really surrounded me here. I've got horses. Luckily, their horses have charged into my spearmen, so I'm absolutely fine with that if that's how they want to play this game. Oh, let's just keep people moving back. I'm hoping I'm winning this engagement. I've won that engagement. So
Perfect.
if we can move these horses in and just... They've won there. All right, if we can just start to mob these people in the centre and just keep archers being fired in on them. I know there's a bit of an opening there. Oh, we've won that bit. Did you happen to design this map, Joy? Could you maybe add in like a choke point for me last minute, just booting it up?
Yeah, so I didn't touch any of the bigger maps because they are quite nice and they have these choke points. But I think most of these minor settlement maps are fairly open.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and this is. Oh yeah, do you know what? I completely forgot this is even a minor settlement. It feels very like we're fighting like gentlemen outside of it to not burn any of the places down accidentally. Right, we've got skirmishes there. What's about to touch me? It's swordsman. I don't like that. Yeah, this feels like the best thing we can do is just to keep them fighting all round. That's not me running. So these horses have come and hit in the back, which has been nice. Usually I try to keep it so that we play very like chill battles on stream, so that I don't have to think too much. And this is too much thought for my head to be able to take in at once.
Well, it looks like it's going well because you've broken them up a bit.
Yeah, I'd say it's going better than expected.
Yeah.
And honestly, for a stream, I'll take that. I think we do need to reform our archers. They've kind of given up any semblance of fighting in a line. If I can take out these javelins as well and just reduce their range, I am very worried that my king's going to die in this battle, but that might just be a sacrifice that has to be made. He would understand. If I could talk to him one-on-one, he'd understand that it's worth it.
Did it for his country.
Exactly. To unite Wales, he must die for Wales while killing the Welsh. It all makes sense.
I guess he's got his insane brother.
Exactly. Tudwell will explain it to him in the afterlife. Trust me, this is the only way. I think we're... I don't want to jinx it, but a lot of them are running.
Yeah.
And we've managed to get our archer line back up.
And looking at that power bar at the top, seems... looking good.
I find that when I look at the balance of power bar, though, and it looks all right for me, I get too cocky, and then I just die because I'm like,
let's not look at that then.
What can go wrong? You know, like it says I'm winning. There we go. Back to our archer line, and now it's take two. They've got to come back through the hail of arrows, and these are very long bows. I do love.
Do you have them upgraded?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
They were the first deck I went down, so that's why they've got such long range.
I like this. I like that they are able to like put their shields up.
Yeah, and then I've just got to hope I can find the little gaps that they've left, because it's really all I've got going for me. Yeah, a lot of people saying as well that the maps themselves looking really great. Like they stand up really nicely.
Yeah.
When Thrones came out in, this is one of those things I probably should have written on a
2017.
Yeah, that
something
feels
like
about
that.
right. But it does stand up really nicely. I was saying as well to Jack, it's been a while since I properly played Thrones. Like I played it quite a bit when it came out.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I didn't massively go back to it after the first 2-3 campaigns.
Yeah.
Coming back to it has been honestly such a joy. It's such a change of pace to other Total War games.
Oh, yeah.
It feels a lot slower. Was that something that you had kind of instilled while it was being designed, of we're making a slower experience?
You don't really think about that stuff because you're looking at things on such a micro level.
Yep.
During most of the development time, that once you take that step back, it's like, oh, I see.
It's all
That's
coming
what the
together
experience is. Yeah, exactly. But I did think the art style. I really like the art style in this game.
Yes, we were talking as well about the parallax and the kind of
exactly.
shines.
I remember working with Nick T on that as well for a lot of the events. So I think I set up quite a lot of these events, and we were talking about, okay, so what should this image look like, or what should happen in this scenario?
Yeah.
Oh, victory!
I mean, this is really going to help the campaign, having won that. I don't think we can let these people get away, though, because that's a pretty decent spear guard.
Yeah.
It's that thing of, if you're a peasant, I'll let you live. But if you actually know how to fight, unfortunately, you are a threat to Welsh independence. So
yeah, and your king survived.
He did. just... I mean, I didn't see a pop-up saying he's dead,
No.
so I'm assuming he managed to survive it. But yes, the... Oh, and then an archer friendly fires the king. That is good, quick shout, because we've lost one person from that unit, and I'm afraid, so we're going to end the battle. So,
Yeah.
for those, I guess a lot of people in the chat wouldn't have designed a video game before, or kind of any part of it. What's the kind of push and pull of that collaboration process with other designers? Is it that you make something and then they have an input on it and you're refining it, or is it that you're making a part of something that they're all pushing forward?
Yeah, usually you make something, then you present it, and then you get questions in case you've thought about everything, for example. So let's say I present something to you, and you're like, oh, so what would that look like?
Yeah.
Then I should be able to show you, oh, it looks something like this. Oh, and how does that work with this other mechanic?
Yeah.
If if I've not covered it in my presentation.
So it's
basically.
kind of having more eyes on it to try and...
And then it can also be, I guess, criticized in a way like, oh, I don't think that's going to work well because of this.
Yeah. And then is it back on you to refine? And
Yeah, because then it could be one of those where I'm like, oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
So I will have to go back and think about it.
I'm pretty sure that our man who was heading over to the apples, I think the guy who got killed and caught was here.
Yeah.
The man who went to the apples, I'm pretty sure just died of old age.
Oh, no.
On his way to
I thought he was the
on
one.
his way to
Yeah.
the orchard. But
55 years old.
I mean, what a place
What
to
a
go.
life.
You know, if you're going to die surrounded by apples, he's got all the food in the world he needs. Shockingly, I don't know, maybe it's just because everything I've been doing is into food. Our food economy is starting to really turn around here.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
think
gonna
we
help a lot.
replenish a couple of turns to try and... I want to press the advantage
Yeah.
before he can sit in there and replenish,
I see.
but that garrison's going to fight me, and that garrison's going to have taken no damage, so that's going to be like a 20 stack.
Yeah, I feel like you need to replenish and maybe bulk up a bit.
Maybe I could
But
merge everyone,
mm,
and then recruit. I mean, we've lost, I think, one unit of longbowmen for that, but then we can recruit up to try and bolster.
mhm.
It is my favourite, and I'm sure it's intentional. I say it like it's a trick. It's my favourite little thing of like getting people in, merging, opening up more slots, getting more in.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's expensive, which is, I assume, the punishment for playing this way, but it's a very good way to very quickly build up your army.
Yeah. You got money, you got food.
Yeah, I just need
so
whales. You
yeah.
know, that's all that's missing from my portfolio. There we go. We're starting to build up there. I am just trying to see if there's any other questions. The audio in battle is more important than you think. I think we had a presentation internally about audio quite recently.
Mhm.
I'm going to see if I can convince Jack it's another Jay, a different Jack, to come on at
Perfect,
some point in
yeah.
the new year and talk about that. But it
Oh,
is
yeah.
fascinating. Even like the battle tracks, like how they up and down in
Oh
intensity.
yeah, they have dynamic tracks in most of our games, I think, but it definitely works
Yeah.
so well with what you're doing. I think the music in this game is really good. We're not hearing anything
No,
here, but
we
I
don't
don't
get
know.
we don't get to, unfortunately.
But yeah, I think the battle music is epic.
Let's see what we can... I think we can fight this now. I think we've got enough
Yeah.
people left.
Feeling confident.
The only person who really is injured is unfortunately my king.
Oh, it's 50-50 still.
It's slightly better off. Oh,
Oh,
no.
is it their garrison?
These are... I think
Yeah,
these are good
it's because of the
people.
garrison.
I think I can win. Honestly, me saying I think I can win this, I say it subconsciously. Every stream I say it, and every stream I say that, I usually lose the battle. But I think I can win
Yeah.
this. This looks... Oh, we can do a night attack and cut them out.
Oh, I didn't know it worked like that.
I just discovered it right now, live. So, me and you both. Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
We'll take on the
Nice.
warriors as well, so we'll replenish from them. And that's, I think, my brother we've just killed. And now we can just
Now keep
slowly siege them
siege.
out. They got nothing left.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Wales, once again, will continue to
One
unite under
obstacle
both of them.
away.
We'll go back and claim our mines as well. We're not too far off of claiming Wales, you know. This is probably one of the more successful gameplay streams I've had. I don't know if you've seen any
Yeah.
of the other Couch Commanders, but the
Yeah.
Medieval 1 stream, Joy, was harrowing.
Oh, what happened?
I all I wanted to do was take Wales. And in Medieval 1, Wales is a single province. I spent an hour trying to take Wales. Wales is also like the starting
Oh,
province
wow.
you're meant to take.
Oh,
It's
really?
like the first one that you're meant to take. I lost. I took it and then they rebelled, and I took it and they rebelled. That's why we decided to play Wales for this stream. It would be a nice way to pay homage to the people who managed to successfully beat me over and over and over again.
Oh, that reminds me of one of my playthroughs that I did on Attila to try and basically research for this game.
Oh yeah.
And I was told, yeah, play this faction. It's very simple. And I think it was only like a few turns in, and I had lost it. And I was like, oops.
Oh yeah. I think Attila and it's like when they have also in Attila, the Western Roman Empire. It's like, I start with so much territory. This is
Yeah.
going to be easy.
Exactly.
Oh no, it's not.
Yeah.
Is there a faction that you would often play as in Thrones when you were playtesting, like one you would default to?
Well, I think it's the Viking factions.
Oh, yeah.
I do like them. I think it's mainly because of the faction mechanic that I set up for them.
Oh yeah.
Because if I remember something very fondly from the research of that time, it is reading about the Vikings
Yeah.
and where they went. But because we're only using the British Isles for the maps, we couldn't really display all these other areas
Oh, yeah.
where they went. So I thought, okay, how can I bring those in? And that's how the expeditions came about,
Yeah.
basically. And you will, as a player, have to kind of imagine the places that they went, but you get them as events.
Yep.
And you will say like, yeah, you've reached France, and whatever they called France in that time. But yeah, you could get all the way down to the Black Sea.
We saw some people chatting about expeditions as
Oh,
well
yeah.
about an hour ago in the chat. So, I think a really popular mechanic. What I was going to ask is, do you remember what the very first thing you got to design on a Total War game was?
Oh my god, I don't think I do.
Was it reading a book
very
about the
first thing?
Vikings?
I spent a lot of time in the library.
Oh yeah.
And read about a lot of things, but I only remember reading about the Vikings.
It does tend to be like that one thing that will stick in your head,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
I'm taking attrition. They're not taking attrition. They will take attrition. Should I just fight that?
How much?
It's not. I don't really want to. I want to have a mental break from having to fight battles. Right. That was
Yeah.
a lot for me. So I'm going to maintain it, and
Can
I'm going to
probably
hope that
continue,
they just start to lose their minds. I don't know who this man is. Oh, I know who you are. It's just going around retaking things. A bard? No. I should pick these more tactically. I just like the idea of him alone with a
Yeah.
bard traveling around. Yeah, do you know what?
I usually end up giving giving every general the same thing, which is
Oh,
the
yeah.
command.
Oh.
The commander.
I think you'll be very
like-
disappointed in the setups we got so far in this stream. Pretty much everyone's out in the bushes foraging, I
Oh, I
think.
see. Well, yeah, you don't need that anymore. You have a lot of food.
I'll tell you what, this looks ominous.
Yeah,
That
he's coming for
looks-
something.
Yeah. Oh, this is a big event. I think I'm going to do strategy only because I think that will add a lot of longbowmen for us.
Yeah,
Hey, is he requesting 2 different industrial estates?
yeah.
Oh, he's just a guy who I've got traveling around doing nothing. He is close to being assassinated for that
Maybe
request.
he's looking for some purpose.
He's got barely any loyalty, barely any influence.
Oh, no.
I'm going to discredit him for this. How dare he? There you go. Now he gets nothing. Now
Now
no
he
one
gets
even
nothing,
cares about
yeah.
him. How much supplies have they got? I assume they've not taken attrition yet. No, I think this is going to go poorly for me.
Yeah, especially are they at war with each other as
Yeah,
well?
I think they want to come in and kind of steal this from me.
Before you, yeah.
What I could do, again, there's like a person out there who really knows Thrones, and they're like, I know exactly the strategy. I could fall back and get some supplies. That's probably the smartest thing to do. And
Yeah,
let
I
them
feel-
take it, and then I go and fight them.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to fight them eventually
Yeah.
anyway, right?
Let's fall back. It's winter,
Yeah.
so we'll fall back. We'll get some supplies. I'm going to do my little merge everyone in together so we can get some more people back up. But this feels to me like we're going to be killed by 2 different people if we didn't do this.
Yeah.
There we go. Friends of the Welsh. Again, we come in peace. We only fight because they fight back. Oh, and Tugboat was leveled up. I don't know what to do with this man.
I don't know either. Is there anything that encourages his fishing?
How high are the levels on this? Is level 3 the highest?
I don't know.
Is he the most fisherman he can ever possibly be? What would you give a quartermaster's quite nice to give to a fisherman?
Could he become a captain of some sort?
Yeah, I mean, I could make him a champion.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Maybe a scribe to write down his experiences of being a master fisherman. I think that'd be nice for him. And also, that is probably he's only a governor, so that is actually what I probably should have been giving him this entire time. Who is another governor? They can just have a scribe.
That's what I do with the governors as well.
Yeah, it just makes sense that maybe the implication that they don't have time to write or that they are illiterate. So just give them all a scribe, take that work off their hands. I really do want to send a man over to Oxford, but this feels menacing to me. So we'll see what happens first.
And you only have one other army now, don't you, or one other general?
Yeah, and they are. I mean, I thought I had a guy up here. Oh, he's the one I sent to die.
Yeah.
All right.
One died of old age.
It's like Henry V's wives, Henry VIII. Let's take this guy. He's young. He's not going to die of old age on the way to the orchard.
Yep.
And send him to the orchard. There it is. It's like a Welsh tradition. There must always be a Welshman in the Oxford orchard.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll ignore what says low loyalty and attrition, unless it's very low. We'll try.
Oh.
I fail these every time, but fine.
I always just pay them off.
Yeah. Money solves always loyalty.
Yeah.
Someone's saying we've got to conquer a lake for Tudwell to retire at and fish at.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
If we take all of Wales, he can have any the
any
big
lake.
lake in the the English Channel can be
Yeah.
his lake. We're still taking attrition. I'm assuming we're going to start getting supplies. We are. So we're going to start replenishing now.
Oh, we didn't get in.
No, and they are starting a second army with a new king. It would feel really mean to go and immediately kill the king. So I'll let him have like 3 days where he can live.
Yeah.
We will also do my little trick of merging people in and just recruiting. Again, I don't know if this was you're the designer. I don't know if that's the intended design of the replenishment system. But I find it is very useful to do. Also, one man.
It's balancing it out, right?
Yeah, because it's costing me a lot more.
Yeah, and it's instant recruitment. You don't have to sit still for several turns.
Yeah, the one question I didn't get to ask Jack, and I feel like if I ask you, I may know the answer of being like a Viking, was if you could insert yourself as a historical figure into the game, who would you pick? And it's going to be a Viking, right?
I think so. I mean, that sounds like the most exciting.
A lot of time
one.
at sea, though. Do you get seasick?
I don't get seasick.
Then you're fine.
And
that's like the one requirement.
I haven't spent a lot of time out in sea. Like a week is probably the most. No, it's not. It wasn't even a week, like constantly out in the sea either. But I wouldn't know what it's like to be there for months. Yeah. Maybe you do.
And having to row as well,
Yeah, that's true.
You can't just, if you're feeling sick, you got to keep rowing. You can't just stop. I think they've taken it. Okay.
Yeah.
This feels. I would like them to attack me. I think.
Yeah. Spend some time replenishing.
Yeah. Yeah. Do I fall back? Again, a great Total War player would know the answer.
Because you don't have a garrison there.
I don't, but I feel like I don't need it. I think I can beat 16 troops.
Yeah.
Do you have any fondest memories of your time on Thrones?
I think it was just working on the game.
Yeah.
I think the collaboration with everyone, just trying to create this product, you know, that someone has this idea, we should work on a game that's like this from this era, and then actually executing that. Yeah. So
and this
but I feel like that for every project I work on.
But this was the first saga title developed from the start to be a saga.
Yeah.
Did that have an impact on how you saw the designs?
I think so, because the team was much smaller. So that does create an impact in how you're tackling these things.
Yep.
When you work in a big team, you know that there's always these, like, all these people, all these departments that you can work with.
Yep.
Well, on the saga title, it's like, okay, we only have these.
Yep.
So
you're working with a more limited. I think I can win I think I'm going to do what I said I didn't do last time and wished I had, and just blob them all up. I will say though, the sound design in Thrones is absolutely fantastic. I think we've shouted them out a few times, but like they did a lot with the. Did they buy instruments? I don't know how sound works. Do they buy things or?
So there's sound design, basically what you hear when you click the buttons and stuff, and then there is music.
Yes.
Which is, I guess, where the instruments come into play. But they also had choirs and stuff for this one, which you can hear in the battle. Well, we can't hear it, but
we can
everyone
else
can
imagine.
hear
I won't
it.
sing.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's.
But yeah, when you play it next time with audio, you should listen to it. It's very like.
Was that a local choir?
Oh, that's a good
I'm asking you some real in-depth sound questions now.
I'm like, where's Jack? But yeah, Jack would know everything, and he would be happy to talk about it as well.
Maybe we will get him on one day.
Yeah.
That makes it sound like I've got some sort of grudge against him. I refuse to have him on. But, it's more, we have a real stacked calendar of streams all the way through to the end of the year. So we're doing more of these Couch Commanders. We've been doing a thing called Eras Clash, which is a historical tournament that we've been running where we're like doing it's 12 content creators in duos, and they're playing across like every tentpole Total War title. It was a fun idea when I first thought of it. It is now like a mammoth amount of work to keep running, but it is very very fun to cast. So we did battles in Med 2 last week. I think really holds up as like a battle engine game as well.
Oh yeah. What's the next one?
It will be Empire. Although I think we're playing Napoleon because it has slightly upgraded physics for cannons and stuff.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting to see what people do, because there's a rule of you can only play a faction once.
Oh,
and I think Napoleon has fewer factions, way fewer factions than Empire.
Yeah.
Everyone will pick France at least once, I imagine. Like everyone picked Rome once for the Rome one. I think we've managed to kind of successfully do what we did last time. We've diverted their attention.
They do look a bit confused.
And that's just how I like it.
That's good, yeah.
If they're going to fight me, they should know they're in for confusing tactics. And I think if we can these mailed spearmen, I think, are my big fear. They are, I believe, much better than what I have. So if I can get them taken out, I'll feel much more comfortable.
Yeah.
And then we've kind of got these horses to keep doing rear charges. I'd love to do some sort of rear charge into that. I think we're also on skirmish mode. We don't need to be. There's no need to run. Trust me, my Welsh brothers. I have your best interest in heart. Just don't turn around. I also discovered as well, thanks to Pav, that if we hit Alt K, we get a lovely camera.
Beautiful.
A lot of guys with mustaches, don't you think?
Yeah.
Do you think it was a requirement to have a mustache to be part of any sort of army at that time? I'm actually not seeing a single
Adds
person.
to the armor. I don't know.
There's no one without a mustache. I guess if you know that you're going to be fighting in winter,
yeah.
you need something.
Is that what it is?
Oh no, I was not paying attention. My king is dead.
Oops.
I mean, it says fallen. You know, fallen doesn't necessarily mean dead.
Does it not?
I fall over all the time, and I'm still alive. It feels like me going into cinematic mode and looking at those men with mustaches may have just killed our entire Welsh kingdom. And you know, I think that's a trade that I'm comfortable with. What have we got here? We've got skirmishers. Yeah, these horses have now all fled. That was our main advantage, was the horses.
There were quite a lot of them.
Yeah, we. How long do we have left to stream? We have 20 minutes. That's fine.
Okay.
They can't undo absolutely everything that I've done in 20 minutes, but they may try.
And we also have that guy going to Oxford.
We do,
so
and
we'll see if he makes
the moral
it.
victories. If we own the apple trees, because it is actually this faction that's done it. If we own the apple trees, I feel like that's really what England wanted.
And as long as Tidwell gets his lake,
Exactly.
Yeah.
If he retires off to some lake in Oxford,
I feel like that's a win.
I think we can still win this battle. I don't know if we can still win the war without our leader.
Yeah.
But it'll be fine. England have great warriors. So the inspiration, I guess, for Wales was more ranged focus, right? They have a lot more archers and
Their archers were considered really good.
Yeah.
So
Ooh. I'm just hoping, like the Battle of Hastings style, that one arrow is going to kill them. Because I believe that is like a pretty high person up in their royal family. I just need one arrow. And we can turn the tide of this. But yeah, that is a bad moment to be a fan of Welsh kings. What would you say is your favourite historical period?
Oh, that's a good question. I am not sure. I am not that into history.
Oh yeah, it's more of
So
the passing interest of the ones you're working on, I imagine.
Yes, exactly. So I've actually not worked on many historical titles.
Okay.
It's mainly been fantasy.
So more of the Warhammer series.
Oh yes, yeah, that's where I've spent most of my time.
Do you have a favourite Warhammer fantasy race or faction? You balance it out, because when I asked Steve his favourite Chaos God, he said history. So your favourite historical faction can be a Warhammer faction, and then it all balances out.
I see. Well, I am a bit biased with Warhammer because so I worked on Vampire Coast.
Oh yeah.
So I do like Vampire Coast.
Were you
playing
part
as
of
them.
the chorus of singing the shanty that they put out for the trailer?
No, I wasn't. I can't sing.
Oh, you were. So it's not that, it's that you were declined as an option. At least we've killed them. That's just
Nice.
that's what our king would have wanted, you know.
Now it's balanced out.
Exactly. A king for a king. Although I
Yeah.
don't think that was their king. I think that was just a random guy.
Random general.
Yeah, I think this has been an awful trade. But as long as we take the city,
Yeah,
we'll be
I
fine.
think that would help.
Yeah. Someone's saying a good moment to be a fan of Welsh civil wars. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Let me see. This is kind of what happens on stream, is I prepare a lot of questions and then I don't really ask them. I kind of go very off script of what I think is more interesting for me in the moment, and people just kind of have to put up with, what did Josh want to know?
And how much did he want to share about Arena?
Exactly. If we get through a stream where I haven't mentioned that I love Total War Arena, I don't know if I've streamed. You know, like it's probably been dreamed. I'm shocked that they still have more troops coming for me here.
Yeah, but that's it, right?
I think
they don't have
breaking.
any more.
There we go. I think surely that's all they've got left. Oh my! As if to prove me wrong, they emerge from the tree.
Oh, I see. They're hidden.
I had horses at one point, and I didn't look for a little while, and I don't see
they're
any
gone
horses.
now.
So that is there we go.
Yeah.
That's surely that's the army route. Do you know what? I might take this save home. The only time I've done that before, I think, was the Shogun 2 save. But that's because it was my personal save that I brought in. There we go.
Well, and continue
I'm
unifying
really enjoying
Wales.
unifying Wales. But we're moving on to... So yeah, next week is Empire, which we have Rich, and we have a second guest, and I have completely forgotten who they are for now, like a week running, and I really don't want them to take it personally. It's only because it's Rich doing
Well, you
it.
can call it mystery guest.
Yeah,
right?
and I think
it's
they're
not that
first
you've
as well.
forgotten. It's
So
a mystery guest.
The mystery immediately
Yeah.
unveiled. But because it's Rich, and it's like, I think people think of Rich as, you know, Mr. Warhammer.
Warhammer, yeah.
So it being like, oh no, Rich worked on our historical titles. I think you as well with Thrones and Warhammer.
Yep.
I think people don't see the... so was it Thrones to Warhammer that you went on?
Yes.
So like
yeah.
people don't see that behind the scenes progression of, we don't just kind of stick within a rigid, you do history, you do fantasy.
So I've actually not streamed anything like this before, but I did stream a presentation that I made about Warhammer.
Oh yeah, well as part of the was it one of the BAFTA?
No, it was one of the talks that I did.
Oh yeah,
about just tutorials
that's cool.
in games. Yeah. So if people have seen me before, it
That'd
could
be
be
very
that.
fun.
Yeah.
Or your Dev Roll Call. Yeah, I saw you had a Dev Roll Call short. Is that where you spoke about expeditions?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Because that's where people were like, oh, it's Joy coming on, the expedition person.
Yeah, that's me.
Does this? So we have a new general. I assume not. They're not our
Who is
faction.
that?
Is this? Oh my gosh! I
that
think
you-
our son.
Oh no.
I think he turned
Oh,
16
yeah.
literally this turn. And look at the mustache that 16-year-old has immediately grown.
Well, you can't be in battle with that one.
Yeah, that is honestly incredibly impressive to have aged, because this is his sister who is 1 year 1 year younger. You wouldn't be able to tell that there's only a year. This Idwal has seen things almost
did.
immediately, has been
Yeah.
harrowed.
He had to grow up quickly.
Yeah, maybe
so-
a wife would help get him some.
A 33-year-old wife.
Oh, it's +2 public order for governing, minus 50% chance of illegitimate children. That's not bad when you're a king. But you are right, it is
That
maybe
is-
odd to marry off a 16-year-old to a 33-year-old, so I think we'll turn it down.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we have to press the advantage here.
Yeah. What the...
You sounded so uncertain about that. Oh.
I mean, it didn't go well just now.
I mean, look.
I mean, you did win in the
just
end.
because the
so-
king is dead, that doesn't mean it didn't go well.
And he's got no experience from,
And this
from
is how
battle,
he's going to get.
but...
Well, that's the point. He has no
Yeah,
experience. He
no,
doesn't know
that's
what
true.
he's meant to do. So he thinks what he's meant to do is this. They ran,
Yeah.
and now we. He's run through
Well-
the city, so I can't get to it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is.
If
I
you
think this is
if you
winnable.
siege,
How much supplies do we have? That was maybe an okay tactical decision. And he's leveled up, so we can give him something. Champion, I guess.
Champion,
Just
I
like his
think.
father.
yeah.
Do you know what? Maybe we shouldn't have replaced the person who just died because they were our king and we had them on the front line with another king to
Oh,
immediately put them on the
That's
front
true.
line.
Well, we didn't have. Did we have options?
We did, yeah.
Okay.
And we thought, oh, I know who should be fighting this battle. It's
Oh no.
that is actually really disgusting behaviour from us. I'm really appalled that they would do that right behind our back.
Yeah.
As I say, I am moving in on their orchard. So, you know, I can forgive them taking a field if it means, there we go. Look
Got
at
our
that.
apples.
35 food production. Lovely.
Nice.
I think we've just got to take the city now, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
We did, when Jack was on, we had an auto-resolve that was very clearly in my favour, and then we lost.
Oh
So
yeah.
I do have a little bit of fear in me now. Oh,
Yeah.
liberate? That's not. We're here to
No,
liberate Wales
Exactly.
through ownership.
Oh, he's a bit stuck now.
He is, although he's
Oh,
going to annoy me if
actually.
he starts going
N-
all the way
yeah,
round and
true.
taking all, and I'm just going
You-
to follow him for the next.
You have to.
He's taking this place as well. I mean, just leave us
Yeah.
alone. If
But
I was to ask for peace.
Can't the apple guy take the rest of this?
So I think the Apple guy is going to just slowly take like
Yeah.
all of the religious buildings away from him. What I did do on our stream yesterday was I took the religious buildings and then I converted it to my religion and then I left them.
Yeah.
Just to make them spend the money, really.
How did that work
Oh!
out?
I think you'd see that we still own none of this territory. They took
Yeah.
it back and then killed my priests. We also have governments available. Let me just quickly check. I think someone may be facetiously saying, "What is this game? Never heard of it." But this is Thrones of Britannia. I would say quite an underrated Total War title.
Mm-hmm.
I think when it came out, there were people who had like issues with some of the supply stuff, and maybe it was some of the religious bits. But after a couple of patches, I think it's really smoothed out to a very cohesive Total War experience.
Yeah, there are definitely a few new things in this game that doesn't really exist in the others.
Yeah.
I think influence might be one of them, or loyalty or something. That didn't exist in other games as well. We got the automatic trade routes
Yep.
and the instant recruitment as well.
Yeah, I think the instant recruitment and the no garrisons on minor settlements, which Jack was saying, is maybe a bit contentious. I really like it. I really like that raiding is. I think in a lot of Total War games, raiding is a stance you go in that just does some amount of possible damage.
Yeah.
Like this feels like I'm genuinely raiding them. I
Yeah.
have taken this orchard for my own, and there's a part of me that wants to upgrade it out of spite, but I know that they'll take it back and then it's their orchard. But I think the ability to actually raid by taking minor settlements, I've
Yeah.
really enjoyed. Oh, that is a low
Yeah.
loyalty.
Oh wow, who is this?
Is it Who's done this? Sometimes it's their wife is
So
like,
I saw somebody else play this, and what they did was to lower the influence,
to reduce the law.
and that would increase the loyalty.
Okay.
So what?
Oh, more influential. Oh, it's more influential than their ruler.
Yeah.
Oh, but I think our ruler is
Well,
very
he is
uninfluential.
16.
Oh, do you know what? 5.
Five.
Oh, hold a feast.
Hmm.
I know that he's held a feast for a lot of people, but this screen does make it look like only he turned up. You know,
It does.
he's had a great time. He's increased his own influence.
Yeah.
People are very happy to have been invited. The people being him. I'm just happy for him. Happy he's got that influence. At 16, to be as influential as your father.
That's true. Yeah.
Insufficient supplies. Yeah, everything's fine. We can end turn, and that'll be.
How do you increase supplies, or how do you get supplies?
I think it's just sitting in
Oh,
a
he
place.
is gonna go.
What a! I can't swear on stream. But this man has made an enemy of me. Someone was asking as well. Oh no, the chat moved a little too fast, and I think I lost it. Factions destroyed. Mission failed. I was never gonna. I think he's dead. And where have they? There's no end. Oh, that is actually.
No.
That's closer to me than the other raids have been.
Yeah. I don't think you need to worry about that one.
Nah, that's a problem for England. You know, we've got our own problems here in Wales, and I think I am the problem for Wales. This army, I feel like I am just going to end up having to chase it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this is somewhat of a choke point anyway, so
Yeah.
you will get him in this area.
Yeah, if he goes all the way here, maybe I
Yeah.
could. Yeah, because he's going to have to stop here, right?
Exactly. That's garrison, right?
Yeah,
So,
it's quite nice to be able to have these like full back points.
yeah.
It's also mostly where my armor's come from, so it'd be very nice if I didn't lose it. He's back on low loyalty. I'm gonna.
It's
Is
his
this-
influence is 1. What?
How much do I like this man? I think I might try and kill him. Because look at that. He's low influence, he's
Yeah.
high zeal, so this is a guy who has a lot of confidence, actually does very little, and doesn't even
Yeah.
like me. And that's not a winning equation for me to really win me over. He's also old. 35 is, quite old at this point.
Yeah.
Is he my brother? Or my uncle? No. Then I think it's fair game to kill him.
Yeah. So you don't? Do you have him as a governor somewhere? Is that what that means? No, he's
No,
a general.
it's just a general. Oh,
He's-
hold on. Is he an
is he-
important general? He's not
he-
the guy in the orchard, is he? No. Oh, he's the guy that's just over here.
Oh,
I think we
I
can kill
see.
him.
we don't need him anymore.
No. I think his low loyalty is an insult to our lineage. After
Yeah.
all we've done, is there a chance this goes wrong and starts a civil war?
I think that's always a possibility.
It's a low chance. Oh, he's dead. There we go. He choked to
An
death.
unfortunate death.
Oh no, he died.
Oh,
And now
That's
time
a
for us
shame.
to put our family members in charge. Welsh will be run through nepotism alone. Is my goal. It's all, there's always a risk of rebellion. It's how much you let it mentally affect you is the real challenge. We only have 3 minutes left of the stream. Maybe we
Alright.
can try to chase down this army
and yeah.
and see if that can be our concluding. Probably not a battle. Hopefully they don't have enough left.
So how far off are you from
My victory
United?
conditions?
Yes.
So there's annoyingly one farm here that this random English county has taken.
Mm-hmm.
We also didn't rename Scrobsburg to Scrobblesburg
I
because
see.
everyone kept mispronouncing it, so we just had to rename it. So
Yeah.
I think we'd have to take this place,
Mhm.
and then it's only here.
All right.
So
not too far off.
no, I think we don't count as owning this place because
Yeah.
of this guy
Yeah, of
taking these
course.
annoying minor settlements. At least the other
Or
thing
were
as
you
well is
retaking it?
yeah, it doesn't seem like because in other Total War games, when a settlement's taken, it automatically downgrades it, right? It looks like it doesn't happen here, so it's irritating, but it's not like, oh my gosh, this is thousands of my income gone,
Yeah.
which feels a lot more balanced. What are you? You can just. Everyone loves to forage in Wales as well. Is part of our growing economic system of people scouring bushes for berries.
Yeah.
Is what feeds our armies. Oh no. That is honestly
Oh.
heartbreaking.
Oh.
That is a heartbreaking way to end the stream. They've also recruited up to 20.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
This tiny... Hey, hold on. These are my people they've recruited. They're in Wales. How dare they,
Yeah.
firstly?
What are they offering?
How could the Welsh
Yeah.
have done this to me? All I've done is brought them... I'm called the Friends of the Welsh. They're called Battle-Hardened Shit. Oh,
Yeah.
this is...
Okay, but if they've just recruited them, they would be low health.
Yeah, I'd hope so. But I guess I'm also somehow... Like, I'm not super high health.
Yeah.
Maybe another longbowman. We
Yeah.
need more horses.
Yeah.
We lost a lot of horse.
We definitely need horses.
Yeah. If we... I don't know how this is gonna... This has gone from like, this has
no.
gone awfully as the... Like, Mercy are really coming back at the end here. They've gone down 16, so they've done the old merge
Yeah.
tactic as well.
How big is their other army?
Um,
The one that's...
let's have a look. Oh, no.
Oh, it's a big one.
God's chat. That's their leader.
Okay.
Well, I think we'll end the stream with uniting the southern part of Wales. And I didn't want Scrobblesburg anyway. Are they not in it? They're next to it. Oh, are they on a boat?
Oh.
Here we go. Right, we're going to auto-resolve this, and then that's going to be the end of the
I
stream.
see. All right.
So if
let's
that's
do
going to
it.
be it, I feel like we go aggressive because
Sure.
they deserve a... Oh,
Close victory.
yeah, we'll take
But
it.
yeah.
So, and with that kind of uniting of Wales, I'd say that's close to uniting Wales.
Yeah, you chased the English out.
Yeah,
You
they came back in.
You got the apple farm,
Yeah.
and we don't need to talk about what's going to
No.
happen up here.
Scrobblesburg is lost. But the good news is, and I think really the moral victory we can take, is they conquered Scrobblesburg. They didn't change the name back.
That
So
would they?
is Total War not,
Yeah.
about creating a version of history that's your own sandbox? And in our sandbox, Scrobblesburg will now go down as the official name. I can't. Do you know
Yeah,
what Jack told me where
definitely.
that place actually is? I've completely forgotten.
I would
In my
not
head, it is
know.
only Scrobblesburg now. It never becomes what
It has
was
to
meant be.
be. Yeah.
Well, we will call that there. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining for our Shrewsbury. There you go. No,
I see.
Scrobblesburg only now. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining for our Thrones of Britannia stream. Thank you so much, Joy, for joining us for your
Oh,
first
thank
stream.
you. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Hopefully not last. The next stream we'll be doing is next Thursday, I believe, which will be Empire, and then we'll have an Eras Clash afterwards. But other than that, let me go to my outro. That brings us to the end of another episode of Total War 25 Live. If you do want to be notified of when we go live next, be sure to follow us on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube, or do both. And with that, we will see you next week. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in.
Bye.